Good evening, good night, whatever, good day, good afternoon, wherever you are. So here commences the fourth and, of course, final episode of this week's Fun Facts with Liam. And this one, now, you might think that UFO sightings are all quite modern, well, very modern, due to all the New Mexico, Roswell, Area 51 stuff in the late 1940s, straight after World War II. But in fact, UFO, so-called, I guess you could call them by definition before the term, before the acronym came into place, UFO sightings, as it were actually a thing. They were actually a thing at least 50 years before the term UFO was actually invented / popularized. And in Tulare or Tulare, I don't know how you pronounce this name, the name of the town, because it's the first I've actually heard of it, in Northern California. And yeah, it was basically, I guess, arguably the first what people would call aliens or extraterrestrials, first known or accepted or widely speculated sighting of an arguably extraterrestrial aircraft. Now, this ship, it appeared hovering over Tulare in the 29th of November 1896, and few engineers, few well-to-do kind of engineers of the time, of the town, spotted this. And also it got the attention of engineer Irving M. Scott, who actually went so far as to pitch his story to the local newspaper, and that went down in history as the first, someone reporting I guess, UFO sighting. And now, what's weird about, and I'm going to obviously reference this in the description, but what's weird about this is that apparently, according to the article I found, the first successful commercialized, if you will, Zeppelin didn't fully take off until 1908. Germany built and patented the first successful Zeppelin airship, and this thing for somehow was a Zeppelin type airship, which means either the Germans expanded on the Americans' idea and ingenuity or prototype of a Zeppelin airship, or they just kind of took what was already there and made it better, basically. Good old German engineering, as it were. Autobahns, research, cars, all the rest of that kind of stuff. All that stuff, which they're typically known for, German efficiency and all that stuff. But you could say from this, I mean, nobody really apparently knew what it was or why it appeared. The like say proto Zeppelin type airship that people, eccentric people, arguably eccentric, depending on your attitude, whether you're into all that kind of I guess, ancient alien stuff. I'm not, but just to throw a name out there. But people like Irving M. Scott that would have reported stuff like that probably never saw a Zeppelin, whether it was American or German or some other nation, who knows. But it was basically what arguably started the Roswell bug, as what I'd call it. And and before I leave, because I'm running out of recording time because of space and all that shite. There's a theme to these episodes. They're all 96 of different centuries. And I was born in 1996. The inspiration kind of came from a thread I was reading where, who died the year you were born? And I didn't answer, but I was kind of ruminating around that, and it kind of, I was searching for, what weird facts happened, 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, and 400 years before I was born. Well, kind of. Not an exact month, but in the year, anyway. So, yeah, that concludes the fourth and final episode of this week's Fun Facts with Liam. And I'll see you later.